I'm Nigel.
And I'm Kenyan, and welcome to the BBN News. Today, we bring you a special report about a very special person, a minister of the word and a man of integrity. Well known around Fortin circles, he has been in ministry for over 40 years. The man, Reverend Emroy Sampson.
That's right, Kenyan. And of those 40 years, 30 he has spent in Fortin, pastoring the Bethel and Bethany Pentecostal churches under the Pentecostal assemblies of the West Indies. But this isn't his first rodeo with two churches. Matthew has this report.
Reverend Emroy Sampson started out his ministry fresh out of the West Indies School of Theology in Grenada. The year was 1976 when he finished school, started pastoring, and got married. We sat down with the good Reverend and asked him this important question. How did that all begin?
I spent 10 years in Grenada, 1976 to 1976, sorry, to 1986. I started out in the parish of St. Andrews, that is in the east, and I went to Mackay, and while in Mackay, the Tuileries Church became vacant.
All in all, Reverend Sampson did a lot of work in his 10 years there. He first pastored the Mackay and Tuileries churches in the parish of St. Andrews. He then went on to pastor the Annandale and the Vendome churches. He went on to become the assistant district superintendent and also a camp director. He helped in the development of the camp building and became a teacher at the West Indies School of Theology Extension. He was also involved in evangelism and school ministries. Ministering at the two churches may be his forte, but it wasn't always easy.
Well, remember, I came with this already. I came pastoring to remember I pastored Mackay Tuileries, Annandale and Vendome. So it was part and parcel of me. So making the adjustment was no big thing, right? But of course, in those days when I came, I didn't have a car. So I had to have somebody dropping me up. And then I had to travel some of the time. But I didn't make that a problem. I did my stories. I did what I had to do.
He continued to be active in Trinidad. His achievements include becoming the district superintendent of the South District of Pentecostal Assemblies of the West Indies, paying off Bethel's mortgage, the renovations of Bethel, construction of the new church at Bethany, acquiring land for Bethany at Salazar Trace, and embarking on a number of mission trips, including St. Vincent and Guyana. He is part of a team that hosts an annual missions convention and is currently a teacher at the West Indies School of Theology Extension. In spite of all these achievements, he said that this is his most rewarding moment.
Influencing lives in a positive way. I think that's my most rewarding moment. Right? Seeing people come to know the Lord, influencing young lives, like I've been living here for the last 28 years, and I would look across there when school over, and a lot of things would run through my mind. I remember I lived on the other side, and the amount of children, right, that crossed my path, right, it's amazing. So I think that the thing is influencing young lives right during these many years. And I think that has been my most rewarding moment. Seeing people come to know the Lord, seeing people want to achieve their goals, etc. I think one of the hardest thing too is to bring discipline on people. I think that's one of the hardest thing. It's not one of the easiest thing, So people would have had their thing and to meet out discipline. You got to, you got to bring, you got to have that sense of keeping the boat on an even keel. So When you have to discipline people, to me, that's a tough thing. Very tough.
But he's not only influencing the young people, but inspiring everyone around him.
He has been steadfast to the congregation, he has been faithful, and he has been friendly.
I think Pastor is a remarkable individual, good exemplar, someone you could really look up to and follow.
Since he has been here, he has really taught us about how to live a life of holiness, how to live a life of truth.
And also, he has really been someone, that you could count on. And I look at Pastor as a man of integrity.
Honorable man of God, and he has been a father figure for many of us.
Continue to encourage us and help us to push forward and to be all that God has called us to be.
After 40 plus years in ministry, you would think that the pastor has made plans for retirement. Well, think again.
It's like a lawyer. Once a lawyer, always a lawyer. Once a doctor, always a doctor. I'm a preacher, and I will always be a preacher. So I don't see there's any need for me stepping aside. May not be, the bulk, but there's always something for me to do.
Although showing no signs of slowing down, Pastor Sampson has this to say to young aspiring pastors.
You have to work. Hard work. You've got to work. Ministry is about work. And the way we are configured, remember we do not have an immediate boss as such. So a lot is dependent on you, the individual, your own initiative with the help of the Lord. And hard work. If you're going to see anything accomplished, it is going to take hard work.
Reverend Sampson is currently embarking on his biggest challenge to date, to improve on the development of the church as a unit.
As you would have known, one of the things we are now involved in what you call a self-study. We call it church health. And I think that is the big thing, where we are now looking at ourselves, looking at our achievement. We have achieved quite a lot. A lot of people come to know the Lord. Some people have moved on, some travel, etc., etc. And my thing for the next 5-10 years is to really see us take a grip of our church health and begin to move on a growth, where we would look at our numerical growth, our spiritual growth, our financial growth, our community impact, the kind of impact we want to make on the community. I think that is where I would see myself and see the churches going in the next 5 to 10 years.
This would indeed be an uphill journey, but with the loving support from members like these, it wouldn't just be a one-man show.
We all love you. We want God to give you more time with us, and then God bless you.
We love you, Pastor. Happy Father's Day.
I hope that God will continue to bless you and add more years to your life.
Happy Appreciation Day, Pastor.
Well, Pastor, we appreciate you for the things you have done for us, and we wish you many more years of happiness with the family. I couldn't have said it better myself. Matthew Goddard for BBN News.
What an informative report, Matthew, and congratulations, Pastor Sampson. I'm Kenyan.
And I'm Nigel. And on behalf of all of us here at BBN News, good day.